Good evening. We start off with the Mashujaa Day celebration as President William Ruto led Kenyans in marking Mashujaa Day 2025 celebrations at KOT Stadium in Kitui County, marking 16 years of such observance. The head of state dedicated this year's Mashujaa Day celebrations to the late former Prime Minister Raila Odinga, describing him as a towering patriot, a Pan-Africanist, and a hero for the ages. Ruto declared Odinga as the man, the legend to whom this Mashujaa Day is dedicated to, inviting Kenyans to observe a moment of silence in Odinga's memory. The president also hailed Odinga for consistently pushing and putting the country above personal ambitions, recalling his famous willingness to shake hands with political rivals for the sake of the national stability. The head of state equally conferred upon the late Raila Odinga's Kenya's highest honor title, Chief of Order of the Golden Heart, CGH, in recognition for his lifelong service to the nation. President Ruto also reflected on his recent conversations with Raila Odinga, revealing they had shared a common vision of transforming Kenya into a first world nation through bold generational leadership. Linking Odinga's legacy to the country's future, Ruto outlined four national priorities such as food security, industrialization, infrastructure expansion, and energy development, pledging to advance projects that align with Odinga's vision of a prosperous Kenya. This year's Mashujaa Day celebrations brought together regional leaders, including Senegalese President Bassirou Diomaye Faye and Mozambique Prime Minister Maria Bedvinda Levy, who joined Kenyans in honoring the late Raila Odinga. Both leaders paid tribute to Odinga's Pan-African legacy, describing him as a visionary whose influence reached beyond Kenya. Mashujaa Day, formerly known as Kenyatta Day, has been celebrated annually on October 20th since 2010, following the adaptation of the new constitution, honoring Kenya's heroes and freedom fighters. And still on Mashujaa celebrations, Kenyans on Sunday bid a final farewell to the former Prime Minister Raila Odinga, a revered enigma and pro-democracy icon who served as premier between 2008 and 2013. Odinga was accorded full state honors, including a 17-gun salute, before being laid to rest at his family home in Bondo, Siaya County. The private ceremony was attended by his close family members, top government dignitaries, and a select group of guests from the earlier public funeral service. He was interred beside his parents, Jaramogi Oginga Odinga and Mary Ajuma, at Kangoka. That is Kangoka Jaramogi. KOT FM once again extends heartfelt condolences to the Odinga family and friends and invites listeners to join the Mizani X Spaces discussion on politics in the post-Raila era coming up right after this new segment. And moving on, Tanzania opposition politician John Wegesa Heche was dramatically arrested on Saturday at the Hispania one-stop border post, a major crossing between Tanzania and Kenya. Heche, who serves as the deputy chairperson of Chadema, Tanzania's main opposition party, was reportedly on his way to attend the funeral of the late former Prime Minister Raila Odinga, set for Sunday. According to Chadema, Heche was leading a party delegation to the burial when immigration officers detained him and seized his passport without offering any explanation. The party has condemned the arrest, accusing President Samia Suluhu government of political persecutions and claiming the move was meant to stifle opposition activity beyond Tanzania borders. And now on the international scene, in a dramatic daylight haste at the Louvre Museum in Paris, the world's most visited museum was forced to close on Sunday after thieves made off with priceless French crown jewel. According to France Culture Minister Rachida Dati, I beg your pardon, four masked robbers used a vehicle-mounted lift to access the Galerie d'Apollon via a balcony overlooking the Seine River. The robbery took place between 9:30 and 9:40 a.m., just minutes after the museum opened. Armed with battery-powered cutters, the gang smashed through the first-floor window, threatened guards, and broke into two display cases containing royal jewelry before fleeing on scooters. French police remain in hot pursuit of the thieves, though as of the publication time, no arrest had been made. And in business news, national carrier Kenya Airways has once again a new code share partnership with Qatar Airways set to take effect on October 26, 2025. The agreement will open up 19 destinations, significantly boosting connectivity between Africa, the Middle East, and Asia. Under the agreement, Kenya Airways customers will gain access to 11 global destinations via Doha, while Qatar Airways passengers will connect to 8 African cities through Nairobi. The partnership will also be supported by Qatar Airways' new third daily flight between Doha and Nairobi. The move aligns with Kenya Airways' strategic plan to expand its global footprint through strategic alliance rather than direct route additions. The airline already has similar code sharing agreement with carriers such as Air France, Precision Air, Saudi Arabian Airlines, British Airways, Jumbojet, Egypt Air, and South African Airways. For Qatar Airways, the partnership strengthens as a major gateway between Africa and the rest of the world, adding to its extensive network of more than 170 destinations across the globe. This development follows a memorandum of understanding signed in July between the two airlines aimed at deepening collaboration of passenger flights, cargo operations, and loyalty programs, including the launch of the new Mombasa Doha route. And in the world of sports, the third leg of the Betika Bingo Fest Season 2 finals for the Eastern region wrapped up on Sunday, October 19th at Machakos Kenyatta Stadium. This year's tournament featured 16 men's and 16 women's teams competing for regional glory. In the men's final, Machakos Talent Academy MTA were crowned champions after edging out Milimani United of Kitengela on penalties. MTA took an early lead in the 8th minute through Maurice Mutiso before Milimani equalized in the 26th minute from a free kick to make it a 1-1 at full time. Evans Odero, popularly known as Kidero, featured the Milimani United, but it was coach Daniel Munyasia's side that held their nerve in the shootout, winning 5-3 on penalties to take home the 1 million shilling prize. Milimani United settled for 500,000 shillings as runners up, while last year's third place finishers Mass FC Kenya once again showed their resilience in the playoffs, staging a stunning second half comeback to beat Scotlanders FC of Machakos 2-1, finishing third and taking home 250,000 Kenyan shillings. In the women's finals, IMS Mass Queens successfully defended their title with a commanding 3-1 victory over Kibaoni, securing back-to-back championships and another 1 million shillings prize. The Bingo Fest 2025 now moves to Central Kenya in December, with national finals scheduled for March and April 2026. KOT FM would like to extend our special gratitude to Coach Zavi for making these grassroots sports beat more than possible. Elsewhere, Kylian Mbappe continued to his rampant form at the start of the La Liga season to lead Real Madrid to a 1-0 victory over Getafe on Sunday and retake top spot in the table with 24 points. This marks the end of our news beat. For the latest news and updates, best streaming and entertainment, make sure to follow us and go to our website. That is kotfm.co.ke. That is KOT FM, KOTFM.co.ke. And in the meantime, Obez is on standby to bring us the conversation around post Raila's era. What next? As we move on to this conversation, welcome you. My name is Likian Eli, 12 minutes after 8 p.m. And that was the news at 8 p.m.